Live from New York, it's Life with Bucky. Life with Bucky, the program that answers your most important questions. And featuring world-famous dancers, the Buckettes, the Buckaroos Orchestra, and Bucky's special guest star, world-renowned romance and dating expert, Hortense Dareme. And I'm Peter the Human. Now the star of Life with Bucky, her royal buckiness, the world's most amazing cat, Bucky. Bucky is so proud to announce the 2029 Feline Music Awards will be held right here at New York's historic Stranded Theater on Broadway. And that Bucky will be the co-host with either Taylor Swift or Beyonce or Ricky Gervais or Keanu Reeves. And now, before we meet special guest star, world-renowned romance and dating expert Hortense Dareme, alert listener Alexander Fortnight of Garlic Skin, Missouri writes, I have been trying to train my lovey-dovey Kitty Maxwell to say a few words, but he continues to just say, meow. Why am I even wasting my time? I could be at the track betting on the horses. Well, while Bucky is thinking about how best to answer, let's turn to the Buckaroos Orchestra and Patty, Maxine, Laverne, Hazel, and Tiptoe, the 5 tapping Buckettes and their 20 paws. Buckettes fan Theodore Bear of Rotisserie, Kentucky, asks if the Buckettes might dance to any of the famous banjo songs from the hills of Kentucky. Well, okay then, from the Platinum album Music for Animal Farming, here are Slat and Muggs playing their hit tune, Chicken Race. Tapping Buckettes and their 20 paws, dancing to the all-time popular Slat and Muggs song, Chicken Race, from their Platinum album, Music for Animal Farming. That went out to Theodore Bear of Rotisserie, Kentucky. Now, Bucky, before we meet world-renowned romance and dating expert Hortense Dareme, alert listener Alexander Fortnight of Garlic Skin, Missouri writes that he's been trying to train his Kitty Maxwell to say a few words, but continues to just say meow and things like that. I'm sorry, that was a bad imitation, Bucky. I do apologize. And says that he could be doing better things, such as going to the track and betting on the horses. Bucky says she's quite an expert on feline speech and says cats don't communicate with each other with meows. They only do that for humans, so you should be quite honored. Cats have many different sounds. In fact, as many as 100 different sounds. They range from feed me meow to I'm not happy meow. These are the ones humans have learned to understand most easily. Purring, growling, and hissing are also common kitty sounds. In short, Bucky says, your Kitty Maxwell needs to do a better job of training you, Alexander. And besides, you'll never get a horse into a litter box or under your bed. Got a question for Bucky? Send it along to hrbbuckshot7@gmail.com.
This is Action News Update. In the news today, fossil remains of former U.S. President Warren Harding and his cat Mildred were uncovered at a drive-in movie theater in New Jersey. Harding and Mildred are reported in stable condition. In Hollywood, HBO Max announced production of the sequel to the 1958 classic Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. This all-cat version will star Tina Fey, Amy Schumer, Amy Poehler, and Bono. The Disney company has settled out of court a decades-long dispute agreeing that mice are simply twitchy things that make everyone nervous. That's Action News Update for today. Remember, if it happened today, it's news to us.
Oh, that must be Bucky's special guest star, romance and dating expert Hortense Dareme, joining us from her home just outside scenic Roadblock, Alabama. Bucky and all the single kitties here at New York's historic Stranded Theater on Broadway are looking their very best and anxiously awaiting your advice on romance and dating.
That's so cute. I wonder where they get all their fur done.
Bucky asks about your romantic adventures and things you've discovered.
Yes, I must admit it's been a charmed life, and I've given so much of myself to the effort.
When did you first realize that you had special romance talent?
Well, I'd have to say it all just came to me in the spur of the moment at my high school prom.
Oh, and what can you tell us about that?
It was such a dreamy time for me. My mom bought me a great pair of heels, stockings, an elegant gown, and a push-up bra.
I see.
I really don't think so.
Bucky says almost every young girl remembers her high school prom with fond memories.
It's so true, Bucky. You are a wise kitty.
Ms. Dareme, Bucky says your Wikipedia biography mentions that you have been a companion to a cat since those early high school days.
Oh yes, my sweet kitty Romie was sitting on my front porch when I came home from the prom after party in Lance's vintage 1987 convertible.
So Romie just showed up one night? You had never seen her before?
I thought I was quite clear about this. Were you not listening? Yes, there she was, and there she's been, the key to my inspired romance and dating advice ever since.
Can you explain this?
Of course I can. Why do you think I'm Bucky's guest here? And why does Bucky even let you hang out with her? There we were, Lance and me, on the front porch, kissing goodnight and wondering if he had more than just the usual two hands.
Well, what happened next?
Your theater audience will relate to this story because it's so kitty.
Yes?
Anyhow, as the dreamy Lance started down the porch steps, he paused for a moment, turned back to me with a look I'll never forget.
Oh.
Well, it appeared that Romie expressed her dislike for the dreamy Lance with a small deposit on the porch steps. Dreamy messed his new Buster Brown shoes on it. Romie has been with me ever since. If she likes my evening's date, there's no comment. If she doesn't, well, squish.
So this is your special, unique romance and dating advice.
It is. My special kitty has the mystic ability to pass judgment on my romantic partners, and I highly recommend every young woman find a special kitty with the ability to be highly judgmental about dating partners.
And this has worked for you all these years?
Yeah, oh yes. If Romie votes no, well, and a clean sweep on the doorstep if she approves. It never fails.
Well, Bucky suggests there must have been times when you were away from home with a date.
Of course, but Romie always comes with me. Recently, my date, well, shall we call him Kirk?
So that wasn't his real name?
Of course it was. That's why I told you. Honestly, Bucky, where did you find this person? Our date was aboard Kirk's magnificent 100-foot yacht, drifting peacefully on Alabama's picturesque Hullabaloo River.
So how did Kitty Romie judge your dating companion?
In the morning, the yacht's bell struck 8, and there she was, just sitting pretty as could be, polite and smug, on the poop deck.
That's our show for today, folks. Got a question for Bucky? Send it along to hrbbuckshot7@gmail.com. And for more fun with Bucky, go to her website, bookofbucky.com. Until next time, so long.
Oh, hi there, human beings. I'm Bucky, the world's most amazing cat. And I want to tell you about my new book, Life with Bucky. It's now at Amazon. Oh, it's so funny and loving because it's about me. I think you'll love the book an awful lot. It's got so many wonderful pictures and stories about, let me see, me. Okay, have fun, take care, good people, and remember, there's nothing you can do for your cat more than love him or her as much as you possibly can. Bye.